Oh, no, here we go.
Now welcome to another edition of Coffee and Bullshit Podcast. So today we have Mike and Steve from Red Glare Bullet Creations, Mike and Samantha from Balls Deep Beef Jerky, and Charlie Mike Beef Jerky. Now they'll introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Steve. This is Mike. We're both Marine Corps veterans, and he's also my godfather. And what we do is we take bullet cases from our firearms that we shoot. We cut them down, we polish them up, and we set them with Swarovski brand stones exclusively. And we love what we do, and we love to share it with everybody else. So if you got any questions, we'll further answer those. I'm going to turn it over to Mike over here to introduce his company.
I'm Michael Spiva. I own Balls Deep Beef Jerky and Charlie Mike's Beef Jerky. We make beef jerky, basically, and we do some other things. We make ammo can Bluetooth speakers that are at Sal's shop here. And any other questions I can answer as we go.
And we love what we do. And Sorry. You already heard that. Is there a delay on that?
How do you share that?
Good afternoon from Newberry, South Carolina. Hey.
Welcome, Newberry.
Thanks
for joining us.
So I would just do this link.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. There we go. Now we all have it. Like
there we go. Now we're all done.
All right. So if you're watching, you have anything you want us to talk about or any questions about anything, just put it up in the comments and we'll get to it.
And we will have 2 giveaways from us. And
we're going to have a special code at the end we're going to share from in honor of Memorial Day and Veterans Week. So big savings at the end. Watch to the end to see that code.
Yeah.
We also have a few benefits that we're going to have here. Basically, I don't know if you could read that. You might have to bring it up closer to the camera.
Walk up and zoom.
But basically, with orders, it'll last for 6 days. It should be live now. Basically, you get 20% off all orders, and you get a free pair of $10 earrings. So basically, a pair of earrings that do not have a stone with them. And that'll be located on our Etsy shop at etsy.com/shop/redglareusa.
Also, you'll get a choice between 9mm, 45 ACP, 38 Special, 10mm, 380 Auto, and you can choose whatever you want. If you don't select a choice, we will select one for you. It'll be automatically sent in your package at every order that we get from your Etsy shop from now until Thursday. And it's just exclusive to this show.
Cool. You guys have some stuff that you can show some people?
Yeah.
While they're looking here?
We have our newest item is actually belly button rings. Let's take one out of the package.
Give them to Derek and you can get them.
So we got some belly button rings here. This is our newest item. I think they're maybe about 2 weeks old. If I can, this is always my weakness here, getting stuff out of the packages. Here would be one. And like I said, we use real Swarovski stones. And then behind you, there's a pair of earrings.
I got it.
There you go.
There you go. Then I'll do a set of those.
So the earrings typically online they're $21.50, and we do free shipping. We offer free shipping with all our products. And the necklaces are $25. If you get them together, it's $42.50. So you save a few bucks bundled together.
Thank you.
Okay.
cool. Linda, thank you for watching from Lamont, Illinois. Welcome, Lamont, Illinois.
Yeah.
Come on, anybody watch Steve King or whatever his name is?
No
King.
idea.
Mike, tell us about, and you guys tell us about your company. What's going on with you guys?
Well, right now we're waiting for beef jerky to be made next week. It's been a long wait for beef jerky with this COVID, so next week we'll have beef jerky, and then it'll be on my website, and then also here at Gun Barrel Shop. It's always here. And then we're doing some Indiana gun shows this month. I'll be in Evansville next weekend, Bloomington, Indiana the weekend after that, and then June 6th and 7th I'll be in Kokomo, Indiana.
What flavors of beef jerky do you offer?
Right now I just offer an original. It's smoked with hickory. It's got crushed red pepper on it, so it's a little spicy, but it's not overwhelming.
Whose mic is on for volume?
Oh, mine is.
Maybe yours is. What are we getting some feedback?
Well,
Just hearing double.
here in
It's a
double.
little bit delayed.
That's-
So if there's any questions you have out there, any topics you want us to discuss, go ahead and comment. We'll get to them as quick as we can.
Is there anything you guys have like seen in the news or
Well,
YouTube or anything?
I know
Coming up?
tomorrow in Batavia they're going to have a protest, try to open up Illinois, open back
Yeah.
small businesses.
Right.
I mean, it's kind of ridiculous. You know, we should be open back up, business as usual. Protect the the elderly. Just get things going.
Well, the funny thing is all the big box stores are open,
Yeah.
but small businesses are not allowing to open. So
Yeah.
you can go
Right.
to Target and buy the same stuff there that you could buy at a local business, but you're not allowed to buy at the local business because it's not deemed essential.
Right.
Right.
Right. So it's again all the PPP money got stolen by big businesses. Right,
Yeah.
hurting the little businesses. It's just a massive thing against small business right now, which is a shame. Right, it's supposed to be an economy that's supposed to support small business, especially veteran-owned companies like your guys, and it's amazing how tough it is out there to survive.
Oh yeah, without us doing shows, without us, being able to go to retail shops to try to sell our stuff wholesale to them, we're at the mercy of online sales, and those are doing well, but it's not enough. I mean, we can't support ourselves with that.
No.
yet, so we need to work on. There's nothing wrong with maintaining social distancing. And if you have to wear a mask, you wear a mask. I don't know how good they actually work, but if you have to, we could. There's no reason why we can't do that at all the stores.
Right.
I mean, if everybody's going to be the same, I mean, if you can go to Walmart, buy a pair of jeans and get some food, well, why can't you just go anywhere else and just buy those necessities as well? So I mean, there's just a lot of reasons to be open, and there's a lot of strange excuses to stay closed.
Right. Well, and the long-term damage that's going to happen to the economy, then to surpass just the whether it be botched numbers of death toll rates of this whole COVID thing, the damage that's going to outlast that is going to far surpass. I mean, the suicide rate and the mental health rate alone is pretty scary, considering when you analyze that compared to these COVID deaths or the symptoms of. And normally in history, you quarantine the sick, not the healthy. And they want to say, well, stay home, but these rich people are saying, like Bill Gates and stuff, putting all this propaganda out there, saying things like, well, stay home, but he hasn't been to a grocery store in how many years? Right. It's like we can't just stay home and not go to the grocery store. We can't completely self-isolate ourselves, so what are we supposed to do?
Right.
I think it's almost kind of like tsunamis we saw. Right, what's the first thing that happens? Everything's very calm. Then the water goes out. The water level drops. Nobody realizes that there's a 50-foot wave building out there. I think the longer you keep this, the longer you're building that wave out there. It's going to come crash sometime in August, September, October. We're seeing the unemployment rates climb now again. That's why they're pushing the second stimulus package, because they're way higher than what is expected. I think it's just the start of it, and that's what caused the recession. If you don't stop it now, stop the buildup out there, that's going to come crashing down harder than anybody expects.
Oh, I agree.
Right.
James Kemper says hello from the old man.
Oh, that's
And
my dad.
that's Steve's dad.
There you go.
And then we got Tamara said hello from Iowa. So we got Iowa reaching out to us.
Nice. Michelle out there, good friend. Oh, Sandy. That's someone you guys know.
Sam and Michael. Hi, Sam and Michael.
Yeah.
From Sandy.
Yeah, that's my mother.
Yeah.
There we go.
Movie stars, guys. Movie stars.
Gotta find it.
This is how they start, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby steps, right?
It gets flooded by family members,
Yeah.
and maybe it gets other views.
Please support us. Thank you again for your support,
That's what
family
they call
members.
it, SOB, right? Save our business.
Save our
Yeah.
business.
I think it's kind of cool to watch what's happening in all the states that open. It's funny that Wisconsin opened just last week,
Yep.
and everybody described it as the Wild West because bars and stores were packed. I think it's just all the pent up, and I think at the same time it's kind of people celebrating the win too, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's
We're back open. We won against, and you see now, governors are getting shut down and getting fought against in every state when their regulations are more than what the federal government has mandated. And it's interesting now. There's a big difference between the governor in Texas push some of the mayors around because the mayors are going above and beyond what the governor said. The governor said, here's what the restrictions are, and the mayors doubled those, right? So he had to come back and say, you can't do that. You can't stop people. You can't fine them $1,000 for being out without a mask. You can't do this. So I think, again, it goes back to when everybody's reactionary and there's no plan, everybody tends to overreact.
I think
right?
so.
If you have no plan in a crisis, you overreact and go crazy.
Right.
Well, you look at the media. I mean, the media, it'll scare you to death if you just watch the media. All they talk about, whether it even be Yahoo News. You go on yahoo.com and all the stuff, all you see is nothing but this COVID stuff from day one. And it's like, there's a lot more that's going on right now in this world than COVID. I mean, yeah, that's a big topic, but
Well, if you look at the pandemic of '68 with the Hong Kong flu, there's Vietnam still going on. What's that New York thing that happened?
9/11.
No, not that. In '68, I was like it was 9/11.
This is before my time. So.
Yeah, but what was it? The big music festival.
Woodstock.
Woodstock?
Yes,
Yeah.
that
Okay.
was going on
Oh yeah.
during
Yep.
that time. So I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't stop the economy then. Why is it stopping it now?
Yeah, it's crazy. And these statistics that come out. I mean, Pritzker said the other day that we had like 4,000 new cases yesterday. And it's like, are those people they just tested that have been in the hospital for the last like 30 days on a ventilator? And they're like, oh, we should probably test them for COVID now. Or is
no,
it
it's
just
just
3,000 new cases of people that walked in the door? Like,
Well,
there's
they-
no information. It just drops off. It's like, oh, 3,000 new cases.
they
That's
don't tell you
all
any
the statistics I
factual
have.
information. Well, and the thing about it is, I'm not denying the fact that COVID exists or doesn't exist, but I have to say, I don't know one person that even knows somebody that even has it. So again, I'm not denouncing the fact that it exists, but that tells you it's how small the scale is, and how much they're amping up how big of a deal it is.
There's been a couple. I knew like
There's a
2
lot.
people that.
I don't know anybody.
I mean, they weren't
I have a
tested,
couple.
but they're they've had it. And,
My
No,
neighbor,
I believe I had it
neighbor's
at
like
one time.
brother-in-law died from it, but
Think
That's
about it right
pretty far
now.
outside
Do you
of my
know where to
circle.
go right now to go get tested?
No.
If you thought you had symptoms right now, do you know
Right.
what are you
No.
supposed to do right now? Do you call the do you go to the hospital?
You do. You go to the hospital and they pre-screen you at the door. If you have COVID symptoms, they send you out to the tent in the parking lot
The
to
first thing
get
they want-
tested.
Right. The first thing they say now is call your doctor first, then call the hospital. Right.
Right.
Depends how overwhelmed they are.
Right.
So there's probably a lot of people who are suffering who don't know they have COVID, so they don't go get tested right away.
Right. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's already had it
And
and
that's
have
already
gotten
had it.
over it,
Yeah.
and now they've built antibodies on it. They never even knew they had
They
it.
just said now that they're finding out 98% of people were asymptomatic. 98% of people who have it don't know they have it. So that's you're communicating it even more, right? You're spreading, so just people don't show symptoms, so you don't even know you have it.
Well, another big issue on this is so many people are so scared to go to the hospitals that people are dying of other diseases or things wrong with them because they're too scared to go to a hospital.
Well, they just said in New York now, the cardiac ward is empty. The dialysis ward sections are empty now because people aren't coming to the hospital because they're afraid because it's overloaded.
Well, and then they die and they say that was a COVID death.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
the hospitals get reimbursed, right?
Sandra Kemper says, "Hi, Steve and Mike. Number 2, I agree. We should open all stores as long as masks are worn. If you can go to Walmart, you should be able to go to any store." It's a valid point. It's a valid point. Now, that being said, what's the first thing you're going to do when everything opens up? What do you miss the most about this COVID thing?
Not toilet paper.
No, no.
No.
You know what? I can't wait to sit down at a nice dinner in a restaurant and
Right,
have a
yeah.
nice
Yeah, that'd
meal.
be kind of nice. Yeah.
You
Getting my
know,
hair done.
Hot
you want to get your hair? I would love to get my hair done too, but
I'm getting sick of eating meals in the parking lot.
exactly.
It's like-
I don't want to eat in my car anymore.
Right. So if you go to a restaurant that's too far away from home, then it's too long to drive back home, to go take it back home. So it's like, we went to Culver's last night. We sat in the parking lot and ate. Like, we've eaten so many meals in the car.
We ate the meal on the way over here.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just about time that we need people again. I can't wait to see what happens. What are they going to do in a ball game? Baseball, basketball, hockey.
Yeah.
What's
Are they
going to
gonna
happen with
social-
sports?
Social distance?
How do you do social distancing when something like
Every,
that?
every
Every
all right.
chair.
Yeah.
well,
Think of the college kids going to the club at night. How are they going to do? All be dancing with masks on?
well, a lot of the sporting guys don't want to leave their families. So even if they played in an arena with no fans, they don't want to do that because they'd have to quarantine from their family. And they're like, we're not going to do that. I want to go home and
So,
see my family at night.
There's so much that is just going to be missing. It's going to be a different world. But the thing of it is if you think about it, way back when they had smallpox, they had polio, they had measles, they had all this stuff that people finally found cures or vaccines for, or once you get it, you're done with it, and eventually everybody still is back together again because there's a safety net of, I'll just get a shot if that happens, So I can imagine that once everything kind of bowls over, they'll have a similar aspect to how this is going to be treated. Just right now with social media, it's all out there. Back in the 70s when you had smallpox and measles and stuff like that, there was no one to tell anybody. It was just the doctor saying, "Hey, you guys be careful. You got the TV, six stations on television, you know,
Yeah.
and that was it, you know, and that's how they reported it. And then you had to just be due diligent and just watch it. You know, now with social media, everybody blows everything out of proportion, undue panic when it's not necessary.
So is there a flip side to that though? Because when all the guys came back with the Spanish flu, right, it spread everywhere rapidly. People
did.
died because no one knew, right?
Right.
No one knew. So
So
there's
the same thing with the Hong Kong
so
one.
there's a good and bad social media, right? There's a way to get the word out there,
Right.
But then it goes sensational, right? But at least
Exactly.
people have knowledge, right? Because now that sickness spread faster than they could spread it in newspapers, spread it on the
Oh,
newswire.
heck yeah. I mean, and
Right.
then everybody tries to, you know, politicize it or something like that. Like, oh, someone so-and-so caused this one. No, we're doing the best that we can. Everybody is. You know, it's not like this is something that anybody could ever be prepared for. You know, it shut down everything instantly. It was one day everything's open, the next day, hey, we're shut down.
Yeah.
And there was, you know, the worst terrorists in the world couldn't have achieved what COVID did.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you think about it.
That's a silent, right?
It's a silent,
invisible.
It's a showstopper.
Right.
Everything.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where a lot of businesses where it's like a lot of the times there's like signs that we're going into something like that where you can at least adapt and start to change. When it's like a 1-2 day thing, most businesses can't, like, there's only so much you can really do.
It's almost
You have to really watch what the senators are doing with their stocks.
I mean, I
If
heard.
they start selling stocks, you want to just start making preparations for your business go down because they get the news ahead of time, right? I just saw the chart. They're showing the whole selling cycles of all the senators. Yep, I was like, they're showing the S&P versus the Senate, all the senatorial stock transactions. It was crazy. They were on average like a week to 8 days ahead of what the market was doing.
That's
They were
crazy.
selling off, the market went down. They were
Right.
buying,
Oh.
the market was going up. It's such a direct correlation. It's not.
They're making
Nobody it's
bank.
coincidental.
I mean, we had to make a few changes. So like in this situation, we kind of went to like a fight or flight mode because we're no longer doing shows. So as far as all the listings on our Etsy shop, in the past month, I think we got almost 100 new listings up there.
Yep.
And our sales online have doubled in the past. Basically, since COVID started, our online has doubled. So, like you're saying, changes, things aren't going to be the same. You said things aren't going to be the same too. So I guess we could take this with a grain of salt and say, you know, there can be positive ways we can improve our businesses because for us, when shows do resume again, we still have, it kind of was that kick we needed to get our online portion of us going more active than it was. And then if the shows resume, it was just maybe a little jumpstart we needed there. Not saying we want to take advantage and benefit off of COVID-19, but sometimes when you're put with your feet to the fire, you have to make decisions and make some changes because like we said in the beginning, there's no way that we could just sustain online sales if we let it continue the way it was in the beginning. There's no more shows, at least as of right now, there's no more shows planned in sight that are guaranteed. We have to make some changes and we have to adapt as a
overcome.
business. Yeah.
I mean, it's our mantra. You know, we adapt, overcome, and find new ways to bring in money.
What I heard in July that Tinley Park Farmers Market's going to be open, so at least
That'll
some of
be good.
that outsourced
Hopefully.
side stuff is open. It's starting to open up, and
They're starting the one here on the 30th or next month in June.
June, I think.
June they're starting it. So
Well, there was a bunch of craft fairs that were in Woodstock that we kept trying to reschedule to go to. It was supposed to go in April, then they had another one that was supposed to be June 12th. That got canceled, and so now they're maybe pushing off to September or even just wait until next year. And a lot of us had to prepay for that one too.
we have a
you
bunch
know.
of money on the street from
So
shows.
there's
They're
all-
canceled.
Have you guys got reimbursed from any of it yet, or you still
No, we
Nope,
just told them to
I,
hold it.
just
and-
hold
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, they're in the same situation we are, right?
Right.
So think about it. What if it's $100 that we have out there? $100 is not so detrimental to us, but they have 50 people that give them
Pulling out
$100
$100 at a time.
that's their only income until
Yeah.
people come to the show, right? So they have no recourse. We have recourse.
Right.
We can go online. We have the store sales
Right.
here. We have Amazon. So we have other options. They have no other options,
That's true.
right? So part of our job as a small business is to help support other small businesses
Right.
too, right? That's the network. I think it comes from first.
Right.
Nobody cares about your small business as much as another small business owner.
That's true. I mean,
Right, I've done everything I can to shop small as much as possible. Like I've tried to avoid doing Amazon stuff. I've tried to avoid big box stores. I look around my area where I live. If there's any small stores small business that are offering what I need, I go to them first.
Sure.
Right.
I don't care. I'll pay more now to help them get through.
Well, especially now more than ever. You know.
Yeah.
Like when we eat now, like we went to Culver's, like because nothing else was open, but it's like we try to go to all the local restaurants. If we go out, we try to find new local restaurants we haven't gone before, so they're open and try to support them.
that's what we should be doing all the time anyway, to support small businesses, because we're all small businesses.
Right.
You know, I mean, one hand, pass each other in the back, whatever it needs.
I think I've single-handedly supported my local taco stand through this whole
Yeah.
Taco Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
taco every day.
Taco
Yeah.
every day.
Sam, what do you want? Tacos? I'm in the mood for tacos.
Yeah. It has been really interesting seeing how different companies have adapted to COVID, because some companies, like there's a handful of restaurants in New York where they just switched everyone's roles. So like all the waiters became packing staff and all the
Yep.
other people, they became drivers, and they just like, instead of getting rid of people, they just changed jobs. There's a pizza spot in Chicago. That's the funniest one. So they sell pizza by the slice, which you can't do because nobody's out.
Right.
So they realized that their oven is hot enough and big enough to melt large batches of plastic. So they've been in their pizza shop making all the face shields for hospitals. So in like the pizza oven, they'll melt all the plastic, make the thing, and ship it to hospitals.
There you
That's how
go.
they're keeping their
Hey,
pizza shop
Hey,
alive.
that's the way to do stuff. That's really
Yeah.
good.
You improvise. You
Wonder what
adapt,
that's
you
going
don't
to do to
know.
the pizza oven.
Yeah.
Line it with aluminum foil at the bottom. Who knows, eh?
It just comes smelling a little bit like pizza. It makes you hungry the whole time
right.
you're working.
Yeah.
Right.
And then pizza that comes smelling like plastic.
Yeah.
Sounds-
Not your
Yeah.
preservatives. It's fine.
But
There are plastics already in the pizza, so it never mattered anyways.
and it's made a lot of companies adapt to the more like digital stuff. Like how you were saying with, it kind of gave you guys the kick in the pants.
We had to, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Where a lot of companies who were behind on the 8 ball there, they were like forced to.
Oh yeah, we would have been out of business by now if anything happened. I mean, we haven't pulled a paycheck from Etsy since COVID. Our last show was February 23rd. So we haven't made any money from them since then. And I'm pretty amazed that we're still surviving. But thank God for Etsy, because it at least replenishes us with actually supplies to make more stuff. Because we're still planning to do Sturgis.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said, we'll find out on June 15th if Sturgis is going to be alive or not. I hope it is, because that'll be a restart for our business and get us everything that we need.
yeah, that'll be a year, one event that might save the whole year.
It might save the whole year. And you know what? I think if it is on, I think a lot of people come out because they're kept up inside this whole time. They'll look forward to something to do. For nine days of partying outside, I mean, you could social distance outside, and it'll be an event of all events, especially it's the 80th anniversary of Sturgis. So it'll be a fun time if they actually keep it going.
Right.
There's a lot of pent up buyers too. People
Absolutely. People
Yeah,
want
ready
to
to go
spend some
buy
money.
stuff, yeah.
I mean, it's one thing when you have money and you spend it, you just all of a sudden you're accumulating stuff all the time. And when you get stuck at home and you don't have anything to spend on, and there's only so much you can shop online.
Yeah.
You want to touch, feel, try stuff on, and
Free roll of toilet paper.
yeah, for each.
Free roll
Yeah.
toilet paper costs more than the coffee now. It's more rare.
Yeah.
Love to,
Okay.
Jamie. Appreciate that. But free roll of toilet paper with each cup of coffee.
That's right. That's right.
We can't even find the supplies to make. We have to start making toilet paper out of stuff.
Well,
Costco
no,
limits
wait.
it
What
to
about
one roll.
your filters?
We could do the labels. We take the labels. They'd be a little stinky.
Yeah.
But it would
I
be like
Yeah,
wax
yeah,
at the same
Brazil
time.
at the same time.
Yeah.
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 We've already shown how you can
You
convert
got
our
to
bags into
adapt.
masks.
Yeah.
Remember.
You watch a couple of videos ago. You saw you could take one of our bags and you get a free mask with every bag. And you turn it into a mask. So
A face shield.
a face shield.
Face shield.
You can't.
It smells like coffee.
Smells like coffee.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of pizza, but mostly
According,
coffee.
nice. The mayor from Sturgis, James, says the mayor from Sturgis posted the other day that it's happening,
Awesome.
which is awesome. Well, I heard last I heard it was
We'll be out
like
there.
June 15th was the deadline, but we're going to be at the Buffalo Chip. Anybody heading up there? The owner up there, or the manager up there, Greg, who we've been working with, has been really awesome.
Yep.
Said they're going ahead with it. Doesn't care what the mayor has to say or the governor has to say.
It'll be
like that
on
attitude.
from August 7th through the 16th.
We'll all be there.
We'll all be there.
Yeah.
We'll be there on the 5th.
Be
check
there
in.
on the 3rd
There you go.
to recon.
I don't know what day we're gonna get there.
4th or 5th, whatever the day
Yeah.
before. They're 13 hours away, so.
So other than food, what do you guys miss the most about this?
I miss charter fishing on Erie or Michigan. I don't really care about restaurants or going out and seeing people. It's been kind of nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
charters on Michigan are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
about my most social thing is the gun shows every weekend or the flea markets, and those aren't going on. So
I miss those shows.
Yeah.
That's the best time to go out. and
Anybody
see
think they're
people,
going to
like,
restart this year?
It's like
We might see gun shows maybe later in the year. It depends how crazy our amazing governor is gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be doing them if we had South Dakota's governor.
Is he still in
but
Florida right now?
The wife?
No, Pritzker.
I don't know.
Nobody knows where he's at. I mean, you could put
He's-
green screens in whatever house you're in. There's the lake right there.
It's like he treated us like children. You guys just stay home. Don't leave
You're
the house.
grounded.
You're grounded.
Right.
I'm going on vacation.
The adults get to
he
go
was
on
still playing
vacation.
golf while all of us were told we can't go to the golf course, can't do anything.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they open a golf course here? I mean, why can't they open them? I mean, it's not like you're standing
They
next
are.
ass on the
Yeah.
belly
Yeah,
button.
golf course.
They're open
But-
now. They opened what, a week ago, week and a half ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there
They
was
said
no
that-
reason for that to not be open.
Use the beer cup.
That state parks are open now.
Only the fact that
Yeah.
they didn't consider it an essential business.
Yeah, it's all
I
about
guess
the
it's-
essential
Go
business.
get my coffee cup.
Yeah,
But my business is essential to me.
Put it
You
on
know?
right?
Right, who gets to decide what's essential?
Yeah,
Right.
who-
Who gets
exactly.
to decide that?
Right, it's essential to the well-being and the health of you and your family and your financial well-being. That's essential, right? That's saying you can't, your job's not important, because
Right.
we decided,
No.
right? It's weird where they drew the line. What is liquor stores are essential, right? They never shut down.
subjective.
Yeah.
So liquor is essential. Like
Right? Liquor's essential. Pot shops are essential because it provides the medicine that you need.
Yeah.
you gotta have your drugs. You
You get your drugs.
Get your drugs, you're staying home.
can get your
Yeah.
drugs as long as they're government taxed.
Government
Yeah.
tax
Right, as long
drugs.
It's essential to become an alcoholic through this.
It's
whole
essential.
Right.
It's essential if they earn large tax dollars on it.
thing.
That's
Right.
right.
They're opening the horse track betting. You know, that's more money.
Massive dollars. They can't
Well, you know what it probably comes down to? It probably comes down to taxes. Places, because they get the extra alcohol tax, the tobacco tax.
How much
More
tax do you
money, you
contribute?
can stay open.
All
If
the
you
pot
don't make us
shops.
good money,
Yeah.
you're shut
If you're
down.
essential to the income of the state,
You're
then
either part of
essential.
you're either part of the big corporations, the deep state, or you make us some extra taxes to supply the deep state,
Right.
or you're shut down.
That's true. That's true.
Crazy.
Is that? Oh, I thought that was you.
Yeah.
Can you hear over the delicious coffee?
Foaming at the mouth over here.
I mean, it's coffee and bullshit, so you gotta expect coffee to be good made during our podcast.
Well, that coffee smells good.
It's good.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I'm gonna have to bring some rum one of these times and try it. Try with some coffee.
That's for the late night podcast.
It's a late
Apparently,
night.
apparently you're
When are
not-
we starting that up?
Who knows? When everybody demands it.
A bender on the podcast.
We should have one podcast where we just all sit here drunk one night.
That would be
That would
interesting.
be
The,
interesting.
the gun barrel blooper reel.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
drink with us while we get drink with us. Friday night drinking.
Right.
Drinks with
Set up
gun barrel
some,
coffee.
sleeping
Set some,
bags.
yeah, so you have to set some cots up or something.
This is not the Marine Corps. All right. We sleep on the ground in the Army.
We do. In,
Well, I
the
was trying to be generous.
in a foxhole.
Yeah, in the foxhole.
Bringing my e-tool.
Just bring that.
Even though I did have a
Yeah.
cot in Iraq.
What is it?
What is
that's what I said.
Tamper, or the press, whatever it is.
It looks
Great
like
thing is
it looks like something you sit on.
Oh, that. Yeah.
We'll just leave that out of the frame.
That's made by Red Glare.
We can make that.
We don't have no idea. What else? Any from you guys out there? Let us know. Any
That's what
topics?
my mom sent something.
Yeah, Mom's talking about liquor stores.
Oh yeah.
You can get liquor
It
at
says,
retail
but you
grocery.
can get liquor at retail and grocery stores. Yeah, you can still get that. You could go to Walmart and Target and still get that, but the liquor stores still stay open. Again, it comes down to that. Is I think it's just the taxes. I think if it's extra tax revenue that they get to pull a couple extra pennies out of your pocket every time, they'll keep it open. So
It's gotta make enough revenue. So what do you think about if they're talking about this resurge back in winter now?
What's it
The
again?
resurge of
they're talking coming
if
back.
it comes
like
back,
it's gonna
comes back
die
in winter, it's
down,
going to come back worse than what it is now.
Well, it's all speculation, I think.
Sure.
I think a lot of the speculation is because they just don't know. I mean, who knows how many people actually got it, created antibodies, and is immune to it now, at least for a while, or maybe they'll need a booster in a couple of years or something if there's a shot that becomes available for it.
But if the shot comes available, would you take it?
No.
No,
You know what?
I'm out.
And here's the thing.
I'm
on
not an anti-vaxxer.
If it's a vaccine,
You don't
I'll
have to be an
definitely
anti-vaxxer.
take it.
What's that?
If it's an actual vaccine rather than just a boost, I'd definitely take it.
Yeah,
Well, see,
I wouldn't. I
here's
I
the
had a
issue.
polio shot when I was a kid. I had smallpox shot.
Yeah, we
My
had
kids had
smallpox.
chicken
There's
pox.
multiple issues I have
shots,
with
and
it.
they don't have chicken pox. So
What-
I mean, I know the stuff works.
one of the
I'm no anti-vax.
You know, I mean, back in the
absolutely believe
40s and 50s, people retired after 20 years and then died by 60. You know, now we're living to be 80, 85, 90. My grandmother's 99 years old in Iowa.
But what was
You know,
it?
I
Bill
mean,
Gates wanted to make it mandatory. Bill Gates and
well, that's just money.
They wanted to make it mandatory
That's money.
for something they haven't even tested on anybody yet.
They want to put a little tracker on.
Oh
you.
yeah, they want to chip you, and we could get into all kinds of deep stuff if you want. But yeah, I mean, but besides going that far down the rabbit hole, though, if we just talk about the basics of it, if you could develop antibodies for it, then why should it resurface? Because
Well, it's just like the regular flu.
Right.
right.
It comes up, and you get the shots, the flu shots that help fight it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they do whatever. They pull out the 10
It mu-
ones
it
that
mu-
are going
'cause
to
it constantly
But
mutates, right?
if they
The flu
build like
vaccine every year is
antibodies
not
though
the
now,
same.
and they give you a shot today, it's gonna if it mutates anyways. Why would I just have them keep pumping me full of this unknown material?
Well, here, Larry Harlow Barton says a known antiviral drug, remdesivir, is undergoing clinical trials right now for treatment of COVID, which is showing promising result. Although production is not at par with the current number of cases. Countries all over the world are developing a vaccine too. There is hope. Okay. Now the thing of it is who's the guy that is friends with Bill Gates that is making the drug? So it's all
Correct.
You know, they're working for pay for a cure, not a treatment. You know, because there's more money in it. So I hope it works, but I mean, at what cost? You know the insurance companies.
I feel like they're going to pay for a treatment before they pay for a cure. I mean, look at all these other diseases we already have that kill people that we don't need a cure for. So
I know. It's a
I feel like
world.
this is just going to be another thing they're just going to
They
mount
won't
for all
see.
they can
They're
take
probably
for.
never going to come out with a cure. It'll always be a treatment because once you create a cure for something, then you just put a bunch of doctors out of work. So they always want people to be sick.
True.
If we're
To a
going to go
point.
to, if we're going to talk to that
To
level
a
of
point. You know,
conversation.
I mean, polio was that bad back then, but they had to get a cure for it. All right, because it wasn't there was
Smallpox, measles.
smallpox, measles, all that. They had to find a cure for it. Chickenpox. There's a cure for chickenpox. I got it when I was in second grade. My kids never got it because they got the vaccine towards it.
I didn't have a vaccine when I was a kid, so.
You're right. They didn't have it.
The
back
vaccine was when your brother gets it, you get it.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
House,
Right,
yeah.
hurry up and get it.
Hurry up and get it.
Right.
It lasts a
My
week.
sister had it. I never
Right.
got it.
So you
from
can
her.
get you
My friends
both
had
through
it,
at the
never
same
got it.
time and get it done and over with.
My brother got it first. I got it right after that during spring break. It sucked.
The thing was, even back when kids used to get it back, they put the kids in the same bed. Once one got it, just to get it all
Just
through.
everybody
through
get it
at
done
once.
with
get it all done at once.
Get it done and over with.
The only thing that's bad about it when you get in your 50s and 60s, then you can get
Shingles.
shingles.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean,
But now they have a shingle
vaccine too, but
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed.
nothing's guaranteed. You know, so I mean, I think that they should just work on treatment, cure, get it over with, start fresh. You know, but it might be just Mother Nature saying this is how we adjust the world back to the way it's supposed to be too.
You know, did any of you guys watch Pandemic on Netflix?
Yeah,
They knew exactly what was going to happen. They had the whole thing mapped out. Everything that's happened now, they knew. Sal and I sat here and watched Stop one day. I'm like, it was weird to watch a show that was 2 years old about exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So they already knew that the next super virus was coming. They already knew we didn't have a cure in place. They already knew hospitals would be understaffed. They already knew we didn't have enough ventilators. They already knew we didn't have masks. They already knew we didn't have PPPs for it. Like 2 years ago. So it really came out 2 years ago. So
Were they detailed on the toilet paper issue? Or?
No, that part they got wrong.
I
They got that part
still
wrong.
to this day, no one's figured out why that's in it. Why? It's the ignorant mentality. I think is like it was people's response. They had no idea what to do, so that made them feel better that they were doing something by hoarding toilet paper. I'm
Right.
prepared. For what?
Right.
Oh, what's
Getting the
this?
shits.
I think part of it though is that like in the event that
I think it's a call.
complete
Yeah, it's a
shutdown
call.
where like you can't leave your house,
right.
nobody wants to not have toilet paper in their house. So I think it was like people thought like, oh, in a month we might not be able to even like leave our house to go to Target. So they just were like, let's get it all right now.
Yeah, but toilet paper's just
Yeah.
so
I just
minimal.
nobody
I mean,
would have thought that would have been the first thing. Like,
Right.
why?
I mean-
who was the first guy to show up with a truck and
Right.
say, "Fill,
I need
just
18
load it
Fill
up"?
me up.
toilet paper.
I got like 3 trailers waiting behind this truck, and I need to just fill them all. Because somebody has to start something for other people to go. Well,
Hey,
wait a
I need
minute,
to do that
I
too."
need it too because it's gonna be gone.
It's
Because
because people are sheep and they see one person with a cart full of toilet paper and water. And say, well, I better do that.
you would
So I
thought
wanna get
water would have
prepared.
went first.
The correct term is
gasoline
sheeple.
or
Sheeple.
fuel or
yeah,
some way to
like
power
something more than.
generators. Who knows?
I mean, if all else fails, you could just squat in a tub. I mean,
It's sheeple panic. That's all it is.
It is.
And it makes you feel better that you did something. It's like one psychiatrist's like, what makes them feel better that they did something, so they're not completely unprepared and naked.
It's like Y2K.
I did something. Well, we have enough toilet paper. All right, so we're okay there. So it just makes them feel better, just to medicate a little bit. I did something. I did something to prepare for this.
Well, what did you do during Y2K when you were prepping for it?
Nothing. I never prepped for it because I knew it wasn't an issue.
You knew it wasn't an issue.
Yeah, I had no fear of it whatsoever.
See, I was flying from Orlando back to Chicago. All right, even the airlines were like taking preventive measures. Oh, your flight's earlier, because I was a flight that was supposed to be at 10 o'clock at night, and it was going to go land about 1:30 in the morning. They called up, oh, we're changing it to American Airlines from United, and you're leaving at 8 p.m. tonight. You'll be home by 11:30. I'm like, okay. I went home and watched TV, but I did fill up the bathtub with water just in case. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't do any prepping. I didn't buy
You're right. You were
candles.
just doing something.
Something. I
Something
did
to make
something.
yourself feel better. It was not a cure to what the problem
said,
was.
well-
Just, I did something to make myself feel better. So
And
hey,
then
at least I got
It's
a
just
bathtub full of
toilet
water.
paper, though. Just why?
Because it was easy and it's cheap. It's cheap to grab a whole bunch. It's
Toothpicks
easy.
are too.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Um,
toothpicks.
Let's see here.
I
Pam
hate,
Cole says, what's
you eat a lot of
shaking?
steaks, you might need them.
How about herd
Jim
immunity?
and Sandy Kemper, they're pretty active on here.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Martinez is watching.
Yeah, how about herd immunity? I like that.
What's that? I mean, oh yeah.
Sandra Kemper said, how about herd immunity instead of isolating ourselves and weakening our immune system? So, like, if everybody's out.
Right,
Right,
that,
yeah.
that's a big topic too. I mean,
Yeah.
we are exposed to different types of pathogens and viruses and
Every day.
bacteria every single day. You know, you quarantine yourself, you're avoiding everybody, and you think it's going to be healthy, but you're only hurting yourself also because your body's learning not to fight back on any of these things.
I've been restricted. Like I don't use hand sanitizer much.
Either
Like,
do
I didn't used to use it, and then I kept it for my kids because I saw people like constantly like you're avoiding building all that immunity.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You're gonna be weak later on. Like my parents lived without sanitizer, made it to fine age, and so like it's because you're able to build up some immunity. When you kill that off, you're making your. I think that's part of the reason like there's so many kids with so many allergies now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my daughter's school has the allergy table.
It's
right?
it's the
Like-
food too. All the food now is so processed. That's
Yeah,
just
but I don't-
feeding the allergies.
But I think you used to be exposed to everything, so I don't think there were
Yeah.
so many allergies constantly. But every kid has now. Like I never saw that when we were growing up.
It's been increasing since the 60s, more or less.
My daughter runs around my yard and eats sticks and rocks, and I don't think she's ever been sick.
Takes after the old dad.
I don't think she's ever been sick. I think she got sick once when she was a little tiny baby, but since then, I don't know half of what she puts in her mouth.
Maybe you have the cure for COVID in your sticks and rocks in your yard. You don't let anybody know this. Maybe you found the gold mine of COVID cure. It's in sticks and rocks in your yard.
Well, you know what? My kids, when they were growing up, they hardly ever got sick. I mean, maybe a sniffle here and there, but I don't remember ever them staying home from school.
I think what you're remembering, because probably grew up same as I did. I grew up poor, so we got sick all the time. Just never went to the doctor. So it was just a lot of undiagnosed sickness, right? Everything's like it's just a cold. Like
It's just a cold.
you
Rub
could
some
have-
dirt in it.
Yeah,
You'll be
motto,
fine.
it's just a cold. Take a little Robitussin, you're fine. Like we never went to the doctor. It was like, you're fine. Just get through it. Just
Right,
get over
yeah.
it.
Sure.
We couldn't afford it. We grew up in a family business. We didn't have insurance. I was like, you went to the doctor when you were dying and bleeding,
Right.
right? Not for every little thing. You sniffled. There you go.
No, I hear you. I mean, but yeah, my kids, when they were growing up, none of them really got sick that often. I mean, once in a while, but I think out of all three of them, I think they stayed home from school less than 1 or 2 days a year, if possible.
That's because Jerry Springer was no longer on.
Yeah.
What's the point of staying home if you don't can't watch Jerry Springer? Right?
Barry Springer,
Once they
man.
canceled that, why stay home from school anymore?
Days of our lives, you know.
That's the problem. Otherwise, you're stuck with soap operas. You know, had to wait for Prices Right at noon, and then Jerry at 2:30.
When
Right.
I was growing up, it was all my children.
all my children was like after 2 o'clock. You're like, or 1 o'clock. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up when Bozo Circus was still on.
that's
So.
right.
Oh,
Man, I love
yeah.
those days.
Bozo bucket ball challenge.
Every morning before school, I'm watching Bozo Buckets.
Yeah, I went to Catholic school. We used to occasionally watch it at lunch period for like the last half hour. Then they turn it off right at the grand prize game.
Because you're Catholic. Nobody in life wins.
No, that's right. No one wins.
You lose at the end. That's what happens. Repent. There's no great prize. You repent.
Yeah, now to watch Davy and Goliath.
I want that like a bumper sticker. That'd be great.
Nobody in life wins.
Nobody wins.
Yeah.
Repent
That's
now.
Oh, damn.
Any good questions out there? Let's
Yeah.
Anybody? Come on, give us something. Can you guys hear us?
And hopefully it's not COVID related. I feel like everything is about COVID everywhere.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
pick a topic that's not COVID related now.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Crickets.
crickets?
Hey,
What's the meaning of life? Any
No.
answers for that?
Yeah.
right?
Let's not go that deep.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know.
Last time you went fishing.
I haven't even gone out fishing this year since ice out.
Afraid of
You
corona.
guys go fishing at all?
I'm not afraid of Corona. It's just
I mean,
haven't.
Steve and I were talking about driving up here. How cool would it be to have a company next right to a river?
You don't want any of the
Yeah.
fish on this river.
Well, you
though.
don't. It's just a
Not
matter
here.
of catching them.
Right, but not here. This is carp, nasty carp here.
There's some.
North on here, there's muskie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guy caught the state record muskie up in Algonquin last year.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
smallmouth in here.
Yeah.
So up north,
North.
cleaner. Down here, not so great.
Not
But
so
people
great.
fish every day out here. I mean, there's
always people.
there's 30-pound carp here.
Oh, yeah.
Great fight.
I gotta put a new line on all my
catfish.
poles, and I've been just putting it off because I don't want to spend $250 on
Stealing
fish
another
line.
beer.
Yeah.
What a bullets, man.
Nice.
Well, at least you got a good one, a Sicilian beer. See it? Oh, you want one?
No.
You're driving?
Yeah.
The new truck. Eh? Sure.
Oh, I gotta see that thing. I haven't
Oh
seen it
yeah,
yet.
Yeah.
it's up there. It's
I'll have to look at it before we go.
pretty nice.
Nice.
You know what's gonna suck is I was thinking the other day is, if you run out of stuff to watch on Netflix now, like we've burned through Netflix so much. Like there's nothing left I've been watching. Like every time one new show comes on, I watch it immediately because I have nothing else.
What did you think of that psychedelic show?
Suck it.
I thought it was
Yeah.
good. I got through about half of it. I'm like,
What psychedelic show?
There's one. They did a show. A bunch of celebrities talk about the acid trips and
Yeah.
psychedelic trips they had over the last times of their life.
Well, they're doing a lot of research for PTSD with psychedelics nowadays, MDMA and all kinds of other things. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure the VA won't sign off on that because it's
course not.
federally
Oh,
illegal.
but the federal government was the first ones who started using
anything,
They started it,
experiments. They started it.
anything
But,
that can potentially help you. No, we're going the prescription route.
Yeah.
Then you'll have peyotes next to the cactus fruit in the grocery store.
Yeah. Well, they've been experimenting with like microdoses of psychedelics. I forget what
Me
strands.
too. I did that in high school.
But
Experience. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
microdoses.
but and that's shown a lot of
Doses.
improvement with things like PTSD and other mental health issues. But I think there's also so many people that have such adverse reactions to it. Where like in Glen Ellen, maybe like 3 decades ago, there was like a kid who came home and killed his parent or his mom because he was on a trip and just like had a bad reaction to it and didn't even know that he killed his mom until the next day.
Well, the
There's
different.
like some
I
really
think,
adverse
here's the other thing I think
reactions.
about that. I think that's all bullshit. But bad trips where you do stuff that you don't know about. I've never had that. I've never seen it, experience that in my life.
Never
so
had?
I think
Yeah.
I think
I've never done
that's
it.
never happened. I've never seen anything like that. No, but I think that's all bullshit. It comes up as a great excuse to go do this. And I think it's a lot of propaganda out there. If you watch any of the 60s and 70s stuff about what the reaction is and what they thought LSD was and what it made people do, it's so over the top ridiculous.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And so it's a lot of fear out there that they put out there. So that's what takes, I think, so much longer to take a medication like that can be helpful for PTSD and veterans to get back to being used intelligently.
Yeah.
You have to get around past the propaganda of what it is that's been seeded in
Well, the
everybody's minds to
difference
come back
is
to it.
that when they do it, the Netherlands is like leading the way on this.
Yeah.
You can go in and clinically have like a psychedelic trip in like a
And
white
close.
room, and you have, it's completely
safe.
medically controlled.
So what's the benefit for this?
The benefit is
what's
that
the
you
point?
can go through your trauma in your trip, and it's a lot easier to go through that
Manage
experience it when you're tripping because
Sounds
you're
like
you're
exposure
already like
therapy.
happy because you're watching the wall melt, and then you're like, oh yeah, that time when we got blown up or XYZ. It's a lot easier to manage your emotions when you're.
So this is like an experimental trials they're doing right now.
Yeah, it's to
There's-
awaken your PTSD and get to the root cause of it so you can at least start rebuilding and repairing
They've
it.
been doing a lot of that. So one of the big things I think that LSD does is allow you to kind of reprogram your synapses and your circuitry to understand and like when it messes up when it shuts off certain parts of your brain. I think it can be used for Alzheimer's too, because it reawakens some of those centers of your brain that before had been shut off, and it can kind of rewire. It's almost like what's the solution to every computer problem? Turn it off, turn it back on.
Yep.
That's kind of what LSD
Restart.
does.
Yeah.
It's the nervous system turns it off, turns it back on.
All right, let's see here. James Kemper says, I love your dark roast coffees, Gun Barrel.
Thank you, James. Appreciate the support. Means
And
everything.
Sandra Kemper wants to know when our next show is going to be. As far as we know, we applied for a bunch of Indiana shows. The one that's going on this weekend, of course, was sold out. We are on a waiting list for Bloomington next week. Next week is Evansville.
This weekend is Greenfield. We couldn't get into that show. The
Right.
weekend after that is
Evansville.
Evansville. I'm doing that show. None of them guys could get in.
Yeah, we're on a call.
And then it's Bloomington, Indiana,
and then Muncie in Kokomo.
Kokomo, and then Crown Point will be July.
Will the Beach Boys be in Kokomo?
Aruba, Montego.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there you go.
I've never done the Bloomington show. I heard it's in a very liberal area, so we'll see how that
I
goes.
saw in there it says 1.2 stars on the website.
Out of how many?
5.
It's still
Perfect.
sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But who knows?
you don't know until you
You
try.
don't know until you try. You know,
1.2
the only thing that's
stars.
open right now is Indiana.
like most hotels
So
I
we have
see.
to go where it's open.
Well, probably something in Wisconsin soon and Iowa. We should be able to do some stuff up there.
Well, hopefully it turns a point there too.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now Illinois is closed, so
All
we
right.
can't do anything.
Well, we're going to be doing the giveaway right now, our first one. So, here, show them that, Derek.
Sticker. Get a car sticker. You got to put on your back window. That's how you win $10 million if we see you driving around with it and pick you. As long as your back window.
All right.
You can put it on your toilet seat, too.
First person to answer this question,
Without
On the
Googling it.
inside.
yes. Who was the 12th president of the United States?
It's in the comments. You want to win the sticker.
All right.
And
Everybody's on their phones now.
No
Right.
Googling. Cheaters.
We just lost 6 viewers because they're on Google right now.
Right.
We're waiting. No answer yet.
all right.
That sticker gives you free parking at Gun Barrel Coffee, too.
Do you want Peridot or clear?
Peridot's fine.
Okay.
Oh wait, do we have a clear?
I think we do have one.
You up after this?
Pretty sure
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm responding to my neighbor.
All right. We got to think of a question that'll be good.
Something that you know?
Something I know. Don't know
He's
much.
a Marine, so
What year did I begin my male pattern ball?
Hey, Amanda, family members are not eligible to win.
oh man.
Oh, James Kemper says Lincoln? Question mark.
And Amanda, you already have a sticker.
Amanda, you're not eligible.
Okay, first person to name who is on the nickel, the dime, and the quarter.
Jesus Christ.
And the $2
That
bill.
shouldn't be that hard to
Yeah,
do.
sir.
And the $2 bill.
Stop answering if you're an employee, a relative,
Oh, well, let's throw
somehow
them up there
related
if
to
they
Gun
can
Barrel
win.
Coffee. You cannot win.
This is what you can win.
This is what you can win. You
It's-
Wait a second. How did
nice.
Derek?
William Green's listening
It's
on
a
the ammo can
$40 set. It's a pair
This is
of
what
clear
people
silver
Yeah.
earrings and a clear silver
have one here?
necklace.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
right there.
The earrings are made out of 10 millimeter auto bullets, and the necklace is a 45 ACP bullet.
Yep, and it's with real Swarovski crystals.
It's a $40 value.
And the first person
He's
that
asking to spell
that
Swarovski.
identifies the penny,
spells
the
Swarovski.
nickel, the dime, the quarter,
gosh.
and the $2 bill of what presidents are on there.
$2 bill. Ooh.
I don't think this podcast is long enough for that answer.
Yeah, that's going to be a long answer.
No, you know what? That's a good question because that's a big prize.
That's a
huge
big prize.
This
It's,
is a $40
it-
value.
They're
it's
amazing.
$40. If you win, you'll send us your address and we'll mail it to you for free.
Nobody wants a sticker. Still answer for the sticker. Some of our own employees
They're all-
answered.
They're all looking for the dime.
Employees and
Again-
family members answered. So
This is our gun. This is our Red
Mandy,
Glare
not
Bulls,
eligible.
website.
Even though you might
We're
know all your
offering
presidents.
20% off everything
I know you're
until
singing it.
Thursday using the promo code Gun Barrel. And with every order that we get from today's podcast, you will also receive a free pair of stud earrings. And you can choose what type of bullets that you would like on those earrings, either 9mm, 10mm, 45 ACP, 380, 38 special. And just let us know what you would like or we'll choose one for you.
still waiting an answer on the president. Amanda, do not answer anymore.
I mean, yeah.
Would love to see you guys down here in South Carolina. It's a possibility. Anything's possible.
Well, just invite us down and give us a place to stay.
Right.
Hopefully you live on a near lake, Bernice. We'd love to come out and hang out with you. Get some good southern cooking. We'd set up in your driveway if you'd let us. We'll do a garage sale with you. We need shows.
She knows all the president's order.
She's not eligible to win.
Yeah, she knows it.
She's
all.
related. She's related to an owner of the company.
There you
How
go.
about Derek
Good
leaving?
marker.
That's me.
That's him.
To you?
He's just giving out the answers to everybody.
The answer's on comments if you guys want the sticker.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
We'll do this at the
dun.
end. This is not the answer. This is a code for big time savings. You should see at the
Anything
end.
coming in?
Oh, nice.
Not yet. Amanda just said that she knows all the presidents in order. She's not qualified.
We need a new topic as well. Whoever comes up with a good topic gets a free bag of
Sorry, Sandra.
beef jerky.
Guess again.
There you go.
Up. Somebody answered it.
Which one?
Thomas Jefferson.
LJRW.
Nope, no one's
The
got
second.
it right yet.
Kemper.
Oh, they got $2.
Gee, your mom and dad just really want to just answer these questions.
They're not eligible. They told me they're not
Yeah,
eligible.
you guys can't win. You know
Sorry,
me.
Mom and
You can't
Dad, no
win.
winning.
Oh, here we go. William Green, Lincoln. Franklin's on a nickel, but not a president. Eisenhower, Washington, and Adams.
I believe that's correct.
Franklin?
I believe that's... Huh?
Franklin's on. Ben Franklin's on
Yeah.
the nickel.
Ike.
No, the nickel's Jefferson.
Jefferson's on the nickel.
Jefferson's nickel.
Jefferson's on a nickel.
No, we can't be saying this out loud.
You're saying the answer. Out. You got. Then William got it wrong. Guess again,
Hold on.
William. Hurry up. Fix your answer.
Lincoln, Jefferson, Kennedy.
What about the $2 bill?
What about the $2 bill?
Got to answer all of them. It's a $40 hearing set.
And there's no dime in there yet.
Yeah.
Got to get them all, guys.
There's 5 5 answers, right?
Yes.
So we need a penny,
Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, $2 bill.
Yeah.
So if you guess penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and $2 bill, you get the $40.
So
You get the $40 set.
all the
Yeah.
current. We're not counting like the 50-cent piece here.
No, just
But
the
yeah,
first five,
your
I just said.
your penny, yeah, nickel, dime.
The only one tough should be the $2 bill.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
tough one should be the $2 bill.
Yeah.
I'm not breaking.
Break it, you buy it.
You break it, you bought it.
Oh, William Green.
William Green fixed his answer.
He fixed his answer.
Is it right?
Lincoln,
Hold on, you should get logged out.
Jefferson, Eisenhower, Washington, Adams.
Just start naming off presidents. That'll work out.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. Jefferson's right on the $2 bill.
So I think that makes Will Green win, right?
Mhm.
What's the answer? What did he say?
And Jefferson on a $2 bill.
He said Lincoln, Jefferson, Eisenhower, Washington, Adams.
No, Adams not in there.
Adams is not in there.
He's got it now. So and then Jefferson, he said, and Jefferson on a $2 bill.
So it's Lincoln Franklin. I don't know. It's not my.
Franklin's not in there, right?
It's not my earrings to.
All right, so we got so far. All right, and Jefferson. Wait, where's Williams? Jefferson.
Let's make sure he got.
$2 Jefferson, correct.
Good job, Bernice. Yeah, I got to give all the rest of them, too.
Anybody get the? They're still missing a dime.
Yeah, who's on the dime?
Roosevelt.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, William's a Marine.
They
So
probably
this
heard you
makes
say
Ike wasn't on.
Give me a break. Roosevelt died.
It is, yes.
No.
On the dime.
Is it
19,
Ike?
oh, Roosevelt.
No.
From 1939 to present, this is Roosevelt.
Free coffee.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Take it from a coin club.
I believe you.
Yeah.
Before that, it was the Mercury dimes.
How about this one?
New topic. Why are Marines the best?
Thanks,
William.
Because we know our coins.
That's right.
And crayons.
That is not worth the bag of beef jerky.
Marine vets here.
Wild topic.
Army vets there.
No, wait, well, technically, I mean, she's a
Well,
Marine too.
Sam's a Marine also. So, present company. That's why she's the president of Balls Deep.
Exactly. Took that shit over.
That's it.
With a crayon. You
No
signed
wonder
a
why you
crayon,
Yes,
ran it into the
exactly.
ground.
Well,
Somebody's gonna get beat.
right? Well,
Not the good way.
well, it's just because of Mike and his
All right.
Ranger panties.
let's see. Is anybody signing anything in?
Doink, doink. Yeah, Williams closest right now, but I still haven't seen a dime.
Go through. Get
You
them
probably
all.
never see a dime now.
Probably. Damn dimes in there.
Bunch of Marines on the podcast.
Crayons are delicious.
I should have made this keychain. Sort of a perfect time for this.
Because we are amphibious.
Hey, grab the speaker box back there. I did not show that.
Yeah, let's show some else. Is that me?
No, it's
What
me.
is- You're gonna have to put the lid on of it. It's kind of heavy.
Yeah. Figured that out, I think.
Oh, hello.
Oh, there we go.
I'm just breaking everything.
Burn your carpet.
You could
Mike,
win
tell them what it
that.
is. Tell them what
And then I also build these. This is a Bluetooth ammo can speaker. 20 hours of battery life, fully rechargeable. It's also a battery box. You can charge your phone or your laptop on it.
Point it this to the
They're
back
pretty
side,
awesome.
to the backside.
So they could see the auxiliaries. And stuff, yeah.
There you go.
You can get those on my website at charliemikes.com or here in sales shop.
What is the specs on those speakers and power amp that's in there?
It's got a 90 watt Bluetooth amplifier, 2-channel amp, pushes 150 watt kicker speakers, and it's a 12 volt, 8 amp hour battery that powers the unit for 20 hours.
Now, what question do they have to answer for that to be a giveaway?
You send in the $250 answer, and then he'll give it to you.
Spell the name of everybody who signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, it's not.
Did we
You
get
guess
it? Did
his
we
middle name?
get anything coming yet?
Well, the closest that we have was William.
Somebody just submitted something.
Your mom did.
Well,
Your mom said, "Let me help out." Oh, James Kemper says shaved crayons goes on everything. William Green said purple crayons are the best.
Come on, someone put the answer together for the set of earrings.
Put the complete
My
answer together for the earrings.
the first person to put all names together in one single text.
Yeah, yep, FDR and Dime to Eisenhower. Okay, so let's get a complete answer and you'll win the prize.
Don't give an answer for the sticker yet.
Yep, FDR and Dime. Yep. Okay, keep going.
I answered for the sticker.
Yeah,
You don't get one.
you get a free sticker.
Don't count.
Yep.
What's next? Come on, guys. We're getting to the end of this. You got to answer the question. You want to
Okay.
get to the next prize and the next code.
Come on, Will Green. You
Come on,
all
William
in a
Green.
row,
You're
like-
close. You can do this.
You can do it.
Put it all together.
Well, you won't have to ship it because it's my neighbor, so I could just give it to him.
There you go. Is it him?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, cool.
cool.
Makes it easier
Come
for
on,
us.
Bill.
Marines typically wear earrings anyway, so it'll work out.
Maybe we'll give a free belly ring with it. Too. Now we're giving too much away. We don't have the clear one with us anyway, so he'll have to mix and match them.
Oh my goodness, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Trying not to be too crazy on the podcast.
I know it's so
Yeah.
difficult not to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Balls.
It is what it is. That's why it's coffee and bullshit, so it'll be whatever.
I heard F bombs last week.
No one
You
swears
gotta
on
be
this
fucking
podcast.
kidding me.
No one swears on this podcast.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck over?
Break the dam.
Break the dam.
Since I have a sticker, what do I win if you see me on the road? $10 million. As long as we pick you, James. If you have the sticker on the back of your car
You don't have a family member
and we pick you,
that we know.
Wait,
then you get $10 million.
Franklin,
Maybe.
FDR, Washington, Jefferson.
All right.
That
Lincoln.
sounds
Lincoln
great
is
to
a
me.
penny.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Jefferson is the nickel.
Mm-hmm.
Roosevelt is a dime.
Yes.
It's got FDR in there.
Yeah.
And you got Washington and Jefferson.
Jefferson is on the
That's it.
$2
is
bill.
on the
That's it.
$2
Yeah.
bill as well.
That's it.
There you
There-
go.
Well,
There-
Franklin.
There is no Franklin. That's a 50-cent piece.
Yeah.
And that's a 50-cent piece till
Well, when the
1953.
No, but
So
he
close,
he said okay. So we got penny.
Well, you gotta
got
remember he's a Marine,
dime.
so he's
Yeah.
probably pretty close.
we got quarter.
Quarters,
We got
Washington.
nickel. Wait, the $2 bill.
Why ask the question when you don't even know the
That's
answer?
only-
That's four.
Yeah.
Nickel and
But
the
he's got to
$2
put
bill.
it.
Did you guys Google the answer?
Oh, I got it.
No,
Oh.
it's just there's one.
There's one
detail.
president on both of them.
Yeah, there's
The
a
nickel
trick
and
to
the
it.
$2 bill is both Jefferson.
There you go.
All right.
William,
You
get
got-
Franklin out of there and re-answer. Oh, Tamara.
Uh-oh.
Tamara Vice.
Roosevelt.
Lincoln, Jefferson, Franklin, and Washington. She got it right there.
Oh, Tamara's the big winner.
Tamara's the big winner.
Good job, Tamara.
Tamara,
Way to
just,
come from behind. Ah, Bernice.
Everybody's a little bit late. A little bit late.
Too late.
just direct message or whatever that PM message us.
DM?
DM message with your
Yep.
name and address,
Yep, I got
and
it.
we'll get that to you. There you go.
There you
must know
go.
Already.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Go,
Woo,
Tamara.
all right, Tamara.
Right. So
The
we'll take
suspense is killing me there.
All right, Tamara. Good job.
Well, as long as you do this, we'll have. Well, I'm fine with a free giveaway every week. If you know, I mean.
Yeah,
when
you-
every,
if
every
you
time
come-
that
when
we
you
come,
come
we
on,
do one.
yeah,
Every
if
time
you
we do
didn't-
one.
If you didn't win, they gave you guys a big code. Go use the code.
Yeah.
I promise you that they're worth the full price and more. Once you see them and
Yeah.
hold them, you will not believe
Etsy.com /shop-Red Glare USA. 20% off using Gun Barrel as a promo code. And we'll throw in a free pair of stud earrings for you. Just go to the website and order. And that coupon code is good until Thursday. Also, Gun Barrel Coffee. Go to their website, www.gunbarrel.com.
So you can win this free bag of coffee for our lucky winner who answers the question, who is the oldest president?
Oldest?
That's
Oldest.
alive.
Wait.
It's in like age-wise or the most earliest president we ever had?
Why do you make it so difficult?
Because that's an
Because
indirect
that's two different
question.
questions.
Well, let's go. Okay, so the oldest person to assume the president's
Oh, okay. See that?
Oh.
Just
Let's
that
say-
specifies
Okay.
it.
So age.
The oldest person to become
president of the United
Uh,
States.
yeah. Okay.
Oldest person to become president.
You
Because
answer
right
that.
now, the oldest live president is Carter. He's still alive.
Well, yes, but don't ruin anything for everybody. I mean,
The oldest at age of inauguration.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
isn't a discussion
Oldest
topic.
president,
This
age
is,
of
we just
inauguration.
drop out of it.
Right now for a free bag of coffee. Let's
Go
go.
for it.
We'll even give you the sticker too because no one answered that one.
Steve says
I am-
hi to Grandma.
Awesome. Grandma.
Oh, hi, Grandma. I guess you're
Hi,
watching.
Mom.
Love you.
Wrong, James.
Wrong.
Reagan.
Guess again. Close.
He's going to start laying him off.
He's 40.
You didn't say hi to.
you didn't say hi to Grandma. You didn't say hi to Aunt
Hey,
Bernice,
Grandma.
Uncle Henry.
Close.
No.
William.
Hillary
What?
Clinton.
She's a robot. She has no age.
Yeah, she is a robot. There's no age.
She is Android.
It might be controlled by Microsoft.
Can't think of a question that's politically correct.
Just call it Windows. That's what she looks like.
Oh,
Not the window.
Tamara.
Tamara.
Tamara's a big winner again.
Trump 70.
Tamara's owning the trivia today.
All right. We can
Tamara,
send it
you're the
to
winner.
the same address. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it shipped together. Tamara, you had a really nice afternoon here.
There you
Earrings
are.
and coffee. It's awesome.
Pretty good.
And a necklace. And
Oh, James, you're just a second too late.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Plus, you're related, so you can't win.
Your son could buy it for you.
That's right.
So, all right. So, let's see. We're already an hour and 1 minute in.
Oh.
So, you want?
Yeah, let's do our big code for Memorial Day. Like so, we said we'd give you a big code at the end for honor veterans. You want to hold that up?
Yeah.
So 15% off. It's good from now till Memorial Day.
No, Tuesday after. Tuesday, the 27th.
Mem Day 15.
Mem Day 15.
And on Red Glare, promo code is
Gun barrel.
Gun Barrel. 20% off.
And that's going to be at redglare/shop/
To be
slash,
determined.
or sorry, etsy.com/shop/redglare USA.
Can you get there from your Facebook page too?
Yes,
They can't
can.
get there from the Facebook page.
Is it just Red Glare on
It's
Facebook?
well, you type in regular bullet jewelry. We're trying to change that to regular bullet creations, but there's this whole thing because it's linked to my account, so we're gonna actually start up a whole new one on that. But yes, you find either Steve Kemper that'll take you to the regular bullet jewelry, or if you search for regular bullet jewelry, either one will take you to the Etsy shop as well.
Yeah, awesome.
All right. Well, with this, that's the end of our podcast for Coffee and Bullshit.
Thank you guys all for joining us again.
Thank
Thanks for all
you.
your support.
We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Next weekend, or
Yep,
Next
2
week's
weeks.
yeah,
Memorial
2
weekend.
weeks.
Week after Memorial Day.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
All right,
Stay
cool.
safe,
Thanks for
stay
tuning
healthy.
in. Yep.
Thanks for your support.
Awesome.
Good afternoon.
Bye.
I noticed no one was wearing a mask telling you